Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. It's that time of year where recruiting in the upcoming class, the class of 26, really starts to pick up. You'll have junior days. You'll have visits starting to take place, official visits over the course of the summer. Then a lot of these kids want to make their decision before their senior season of high school football. But when you look at the class of 26, we also have a long way to go, right? We've talked about how Tennessee has started pretty quick in that class of 26. You've got your quarterback and five-star QB Faison Brandon. You've added an elite playmaker at wide receiver in Tyreek King. He's a guy that ranks inside the top 150. Carson Sneed, four-star tight end. Tennessee has a solid foundation for this class of 26. At one point, they were sitting inside the top five, but we know how it is. You have to continue to recruit all the way until signing day, and Hayes Fawcett put this out yesterday. Breaking four-star interior offensive lineman Brandon Anderson has decommitted from Tennessee, he tells On3 Recruits. Now, this is something we talked about. We had Gabriel Lucinda on the channel a week or so ago, and we kind of talked some recruiting after he went off the air with us. And Brandon Anderson was the guy that we talked about, right? Four-star interior offensive lineman, 6'5", 335 out of Kennesaw, Georgia, committed to Tennessee back in October over Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, and several others. And when you get a commitment that early, right, you're going to have to continue to recruit that player. And it really got kind of quiet. Not a lot of talk about Brandon Anderson. He was supposed to take an official visit or an unofficial visit to Florida during the season last year. That trip got canceled. Florida continues to recruit him. We had an update from Matt Ray when he was in town for junior day, said he is still hearing from other schools. And this really doesn't come as a surprise. And I saw last night on VolQuest on the Monday night chat, they said the staff was not surprised by this at all. Now there's a lot of questions as to why. Why is Brandon Anderson decommitting from Tennessee? Is he just opening up his recruitment? Something that I kind of wondered. You know, you just added Wendell Moy Jr., a guy with a lot of experience, played a lot of football, but also has a lot of eligibility left. You added Sam Pendleton. I don't think that's really going to impact Brandon Anderson's decision, but Wendell Moy Jr. is a guy that I kind of looked at and wondered if Brandon Anderson saw that and saw what was in front of him. But Matt Ray kind of shut that down pretty quickly last night in the Monday night chat, said, no, it wasn't about the guys that Tennessee has added in the portal. Is it about money? Is it just Brandon Anderson want to go through the process? I don't know. The bottom line, though, is he has decommitted from Tennessee. Now, according to the On3 article here from the graphic that Hayes Fawcett put out, it says Tennessee, Texas A&M, Auburn, Florida, Miami, Georgia, and Georgia Tech would be schools that should receive official visits. So the story's not over for Brandon Anderson. We'll continue to track it, keep up with it, but Tennessee currently still sits inside the top 10, ranked 7th according to the On3 industry rankings. But they got a lot of big-time targets on their board. One of those has been predicted to Tennessee. We're going to take a look at that. But as always, I need y'all to do that YouTube stuff for me. Smash the thumbs up. Just down below the video, it's quick, it's free, it's easy, it helps the channel, and I would appreciate it. If it's your first time here on the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't pretend to be that. What we are is exactly what you guys are. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe, click the bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Got a fun live stream coming up tonight. Tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. You guys say, Boogie, we want to watch basketball. We want to talk basketball. We want to hang out on Talkin VAWLS with basketball. We're going to do that tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Tennessee, Kentucky. We're going to go live right at tip-off. We're going to hang out with you guys. It's a laid-back chill stream. It's like hanging out with your buddies at your house, drinking a couple of cold beverages and watching Tennessee basketball. That's what we're going to do tonight. Myself, Coach Jay, Dauber, the X Factor will be in the house. Also, if you were a member of the Watch Party tier, you get the link to come on the show just like a fan call-in show as well. So come join us tonight. Should be a good time. But let's jump back into recruiting for the class of 2026. And again, got some bad news yesterday, followed by some good news. You see the tweet from On3 Recruits. On3's Steve Wiltfong has logged an expert prediction for Tennessee to land elite 2026 wide receiver Joel Wyatt. He ranks 35th nationally. You're talking about a top 50 guy. And the number 3 wide receiver in the class of 2026, according to the On300. Now we can take a look at Joel Wyatt here. Take a look at his profile. 6'4", 185 pounds. Love the height, love the size. Bell Buckle, Tennessee, another in-state prospect, 70th overall nationally, top 10 wide receiver, second best player in the state of Tennessee. Now, Steve Wiltfong, who put in the prediction, this is what he had to say about Joel Wyatt. Says, I logged an On3 RPM for Tennessee to land in-state two-way prospect Joel Wyatt. We rank Wyatt as the nation's number 3 wide receiver at On3. Again, the industry rankings have him 10th at wide receiver. but he could play several positions on the defensive side as well. A source says his heart is in Knoxville. Now, we'll come back to that, talking about playing a position on defense. We'll get into that in just a little bit. Tom Loy over at 247 Sports put this out a couple of days ago, said it's hard to see Bell Buckle, Tennessee, the Webb School top 100 receiver, Joel Wyatt, picking another school other than Tennessee. Staff has done a tremendous job with the 6'4", 192-pounder from the class of 26 and someone who was terrific this past weekend at the Battle Miami 7-on-7. Wyatt was a regular in Knoxville throughout the 2024 season, and I believe that was for good reason. Tennessee remains in a great spot. We'll switch over here to let you guys take a look at the bio. Again, you can see the numbers. You can see where he ranks. Just an elite prospect, man. An elite prospect in the class of 2026. You can see On3 has him 35th, 247 Sports 63. And what do I say all the time on here? What do I say about the rankings, the recruiting rankings, the industry rankings? Joel Wyatt ranks 70th according to the On3 industry rankings. Well, ESPN and Rivals 88th and 173rd. So trust On3, trust 247 Sports. I think we got a legit dude on our hands here. And you know, like Tom Lloyd just said, he was in town this past weekend for Junior Day, but that makes the 5th time that he's been to Knoxville. He was in town for 3 games last season. He was here for the win over Florida, the win over Alabama, the win over Kentucky. This is a quote he gave to On3 from this past weekend after Junior Day. Said, I just got to chill with the coaching staff on this visit. My family did too. We just hung out all day. Some of the highlights were talking with Coach Hype, seeing all the coaches, walking around the office, shooting some basketball with the coaches. Now, we heard about Coach Hype and playing basketball on campus on these visits. David Sanders himself came on the channel and said, Coach Hype cheats. He says, Coach Hype changes the height of the goal. David Sanders says, I know what 10-foot looks like. That is not a 10-foot goal. So I would love to get Joel Wyatt on the channel and ask him if Coach Heupel cheats at basketball, because that's what David Sanders allegedly has said about Coach. He goes on to say Tennessee is up there on the list. I had a great time. This was a great visit. Tennessee is up there because of their culture. Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, and Vanderbilt also in the mix. Sounds like a decision likely coming this summer. But I want to go back and talk about what position will he play? This was a quote to Tom Loy over at 247 Sports. Says it was great to be up in Knoxville. The drive was smooth. I slept the whole time, talked to everyone on the coaching staff. They just kept asking me, what do you want to play in college ball? He goes on to say, my favorite part is walking through the coaching staff's office, seeing them talk to me, just treating me great. When I got there, I went to go talk to Coach Heupel, talk to me and my family, just chilled with Coach Chop and some of the staff the whole day. They are up there. Go Vols 247 put out an article. It said Tennessee and other schools are pursuing Wyatt, have discussed a variety of different positions where he might end up playing in college. It goes on to say he's widely viewed as a two-way athlete who could play wide receiver or any of a few different positions on defense. But he said there's currently no consensus among the different schools on where he might fit in best. The quote from him says, really, they want me in any position. When they ask me for offense or defense, I just say whatever will get me on the field early. So if you ask me to play offense, I'll play offense. If it's defense, then I'll play defense. Could he be a two-way player? Right? We saw what Travis Hunter did out there at Colorado. And then we've got Boo Carter saying, hey, I want to contribute to this offense in 2025. And it sounds like the coaching staff is willing to do that. Is that something we're going to continue to see at Tennessee moving forward? But I love the mindset from Wyatt. I love the attitude from Wyatt. I don't care. I just want to get on the field. I'll play offense, defense, wherever you want me, I will play. And you look at stacking recruiting classes, right? That's something we've talked about with Rodney Garner's defensive line when he first arrived at Tennessee. We saw him start to recruit at a pretty elite level, and then we've seen him stack class after class after class. And now in 2024, that defensive line was a strength for this program. It was a strength because you had so much depth. You could rotate guys. You had competition across the board. You got to continue to stack recruiting classes. And in that wide receiver room for the class of 2026, again, you've already got Tyreek King committed. 6 foot, 170-pound wide receiver out of Knoxville Catholic, ranked 124th nationally. So a 4-star wide receiver in the boat that is already committed to Tennessee. And then you're also recruiting another elite prospect at the wide receiver position. That's Tristan Keys, 5-star wide receiver out of Mississippi. Top 10 player overall, 7th best player in the country, number 2 wide receiver according to On3. He's got a decision coming soon. Chad Timmons says it's Tennessee and Texas A&M. Signs from VolQuest indicate Tennessee is the front runner for Tristan Keys. So you got Tyreek King in the boat. You go get Tristan Keys. Would you be better off with Joel Wyatt maybe playing on defense? But that is a great problem to have. Sounds like Tennessee is in a great spot. The predictions are in. What are your thoughts? Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door, I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, think about hitting that join button down below. It's right down there beside subscribe. There's also a link in the description below where you can become a member of this channel. What does that mean? Well, it's you signing up and saying, hey, I'm willing to give you guys $1, $5, $10 every single month because I love the content and I want this channel to continue to move forward. We need your support. You can do it that way, or you can pick up the Talkin VAWLS merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. There's also a link in the description below for that. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.